Hello, my name is Laura, and today I'm going to share a cultural comparison between Australia and Colombia. The main goal of this presentation is to analyze traditions, values, and societal norms from both countries and to identify similarities and differences. This task is not only about describing facts, but also about reflecting on how culture influences the way people live, communicate, and even learn languages. Australia is an English speaking country located in Oceania, known for its multicultural society and unique tradition influenced by indigenous heritage as well as European colonization. Colombia, on the other hand, is a Latin American country with a rich cultural identity that combines indigenous, African, and Spanish elements. By comparing these two countries, I hope to highlight how different cultural contexts shape people's values and daily practice. The traditions. In Australia, traditions play a very important role in national identity. One of the most relevant celebrations is Australia Day on January 26, which marks the arrival of the first fleets in 1788. Another important day is Anzac Day on April 25, which commemorates the soldiers who fought in wars. These events are strongly connected to national pride and collective memory. Australia also important cultural festivals such as the Sydney Festival, which includes music, theatre, and art, and the Melbourne Cup, which is a famous horse race that people celebrate as a national event in a tradition. Indigenous traditions like the Welcome to Country ceremonies are respected and often included in official events. In Colombian tradition are also essential for our cultural identity. We celebrate Independence Day on July 20 with parades and cultural events. Another key tradition is the Carnaval de Barranquilla, declared by UNESCO as a masterpiece of oral and intangible heritage of humanity, which represents our joyful and colorful spirit. We also celebrate the Feria de las Flores in Medellin, where flowers and parades are part of the cultural pride. Many of our traditions are strongly influenced by religion. For example, Semana Santa processions, which brings families and communities together. When we compare both countries, we can see that while Australia highlights civic and national events, Colombia traditions are more related to community, family, and religious values. The values. In Australia, one of the most important values is equality and fairness, often expressed through the concept of a fair go, which means giving everyone the same opportunities regardless of their background. Australians are value multiculturalism since the country has immigrants from many parts of the world. Another important value is independence, which can be seen in the way people live more individually and value personal freedom. In Colombia, values are strongly centered on family unity. Families are often large and play a central role in people's decisions and daily life. Another important value is solidarity, as Colombians tend to support each other in time of need. Religion also plays an important role in shaping our values, promoting respect or tradition and faith. Hospitality is another characteristic. Colombians are known for being warm and welcome to others. This comparison shows that while Australia emphasizes equality and independence, and Colombia emphasizes family and community, both are available, but they are create very different ways of interaction and organization the society. The societal norms. Social norms in Australia reflect their values. For example, greetings are usually informal. People just say hi or shake hands. Even in professional contexts, Australians also care a lot about work life balance, which means that they don't usually spend all their time working. Free time and personal activities are considered very important. Punctuality is respect, and communication tends to be straightforward and informal. In Colombia, greetings are much warmer and more physical. A handshake is common, but among friends and family hugs and kisses on the cheek are normal in work settings. Colombians often follow a more hierarchical structure, meaning that position of authority are respect and formality. Is more common. Colombians are also very expressive in communication, often using gestures and speaking with emotion. Comparing these norms shows that Australians are more informal and individualistic, while Colombians are more expressive and family oriented. Both styles reflect cultural values and ways of relating to others. The comparison. When comparing Australia and Colombia, we can see many similarities. Both countries are proud of traditions and celebration, and both value community in different ways. However, the difference also clear. In Australia, life tends to be more individual and egalitarian, while in Colombia, family and hierarchy are central. Australian festival often celebrate civic or national respects, while Colombia festivals are colorful, artistic, and deeply influenced by religion. These similarities and differences show how each culture reflects its story and environment. Australia, being a young multicultural nation, emphasizes equality and national identity. Colombia, with its a long history of mixing indigenous, African, and Spanish tradition, emphasizes family, religion, and social bonds. My conclusion is this comparison helped me understand how culture shapes identity in daily life. I learned that while Colombia and Australia are very different, both share values that are essential for their societies. For me, the most important lesson is that intercultural competence is necessary in today's world. By analyzing and respecting other cultures, we also become more aware of our own. This process not only helps in language learning, but also in becoming more tolerant and open minded. Comparing Australia and Colombia remind me that cultural difference should not separate us, instead, they enrich our vision of the world as future educators and in global citizens. Understanding cultural diversity will help us both bridge of respect and collaboration.